What does Superman represent to people?
A friend, and that's what people really need most.
Care to step outside, General? Welcome to DC Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and man, I am happily coming at you with a very special McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse video because I have been waiting on this guy to get here. But man, what a way to wind down the year. My McFarlane Toys Collector's Edition Christopher Reeve Superman has flown in. He has landed. It is here, folks. I am beyond elated. I've been waiting on this day, folks. So, I have a special Christopher Reeve story. You know, as a kid, I love Superman. I used to try to dress up as Superman. Try to dress up as a lot of superheroes, y'all. I Spider-Man, Superman, Batman. But as a kid, I remember my parents taking me and my sister to the movies one evening, and we didn't know what movie we were going to see. We just didn't know. We were just in the car. You know, we thought we were maybe going to the toy store. I don't know. And, you know, we get to the movie theater and walk in the movie theater, you know, you sit down and you see this huge, you know, Superman emblem, you know, up onto the screen, and you hear the theme music, and you just like, as a kid, you're just blown away. And from that point on, I became an even bigger Superman fan. I mean, Christopher Reeve is and will forever be my all-time favorite Superman. Yes, we have gotten some really cool Superman characters or actors to play Superman. Huge shout out to Tyler Hoechlin. He truly did an excellent job being the Man of Steel. I wish that Superman and Lois show could have just continued on. He truly embodied Superman. Brandon Routh as Superman, he did an excellent job as well. Henry Cavill, he looked the part, and I think he did a pretty decent job, but I just don't think he was given the opportunity to play Superman the way he wanted to. But my thing for him was, can he play Clark Kent? But that was my whole thing with Henry Cavill, man, is can he play Clark Kent? I mean, he looked like Superman, but in terms of being Clark Kent, I just wasn't sure about all that. But Christopher Reeve was put on this earth to play Superman. He was, and he truly embodied who that character was inside and out. If you listen to his interviews, folks, I mean, I'll put a link in the description below to one of his interviews, man. It's just eerie to hear him talk about, you know, the world and people and how we all need to come together, and his take on Superman and what he felt made Superman special. I know that documentary has hit Max. I have not brought myself to watch that documentary because I know it's gonna be filled with a lot of emotion and things. And I just, man, this character and Reeves just means so much to me, and he represents some of the best moments of my life as a kid. So, you know, to get this, you know, action figure in, it represents a lot. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop babbling, y'all. I'm just excited, man, to finally get this guy in. Now, there is of course, a collector's edition or chase variant version of this Superman that's more of a darker, evil Superman. I could care less about that one. You know, I don't know. This is what I wanted, so I have them, folks. And as you can see, we have our Christopher Reeve Superman through our display window. This is the McFarlane Collector's Edition from DC Multiverse. On the side, we see Superman, the movie 1978. On the back, we have this wonderful image of Superman standing in front of the American flag. All right, so again, man, Christopher Reeve, he truly embodied that character. With all that being said, folks, let's get this guy out of the package and let's take a closer look, all right? Let's get to it. All right, I got my main man, Superman, out of the packaging, and as you can see, I have him all posed up and everything. He's ready to serve out truth, justice, and all that good stuff. And as you can see, folks, he comes with a lot, and that makes me very happy. We got a lot to go through, man, which is an awesome thing. All right, first up, folks, we're going to take a look at the good old McFarlane Toys collector's card. Same image that we had on the back of the packaging. Looks awesome. This iconic image of Christopher Reeve as Superman. On the back, we have his data file here. And we also have, what? We got what? A flight stand with a figure that actually flies. So, I mentioned during the reveal that I didn't see a flight stand, but apparently they did put a flight stand in this thing. So I don't know. Maybe that was a last minute add-on. Who knows? but we have a flight stand for our Superman so he can fly through the air and look all heroic and everything. So we're no strangers to flight stands, but I'm so happy that McFarlane added that. And also, next up, we have like 5,000 hands to go through. First up, we have this more pointing hand. So he's pointing at Zod. Hopefully we'll get a Zod. I'm not sure if they have, be able to pull that off with the rights and everything, but got a pointing hand. All right, so we got that. We have this hand here that's holding this more kryptonite crystal or whatnot. All right, so that look. I wish they would have packaged this Superman with a diorama, like a little small, kind of Fortress of Solitude diorama. That would have been just awesome. That way, this would have made even more sense, to have this in his hand. And then we also have some other hands here. This is more of a grasping hand. All right, so we got that. We also have another kind of like outstretched hand here. My camera can focus. All right, outstretched hand. Okay, we have a pair of flying hands. So when he's flying through the sky, you can kind of pose him with these as well. So these looks pretty cool. All right. Everything is awesome, folks. I mean, they give you a lot to choose from. And then here we have more of a, I guess, a gripping hand. If he's wanting to put something, you want to place something in the hand. This is another one. So we got two. Okay, so if he wants to hold something. All right, so it looks good. Cool. All right. And then last but not least, we got a swappable head. I mean, so this one is looks like a more of stern, like, I don't want to say angry, but more like, don't mess with me look. It's kind of like Brainiac them pissed me off, Lex Luthor them pissed me off, kind of look, man. So this looks pretty cool. I love the S curl. You got to have that with Superman. I don't care what nobody say. Superman has to have the S curl. If you don't have it, I don't know. I don't understand all that. All right. So the likeness, I can see where they were going. It looks pretty cool. It looks all right. Doesn't look bad at all. You definitely see where they were going with this likeness. All right. Especially when you get them at certain angles, you go, that's Reeves. That's Reeves. That's definitely Reeves. And I just dropped his head. All right. So up next, we got my man Christopher Reeve. And again, he comes with a lot. And as you look at this figure, you go, that's him. That's Christopher Reeve. And, I see where they were going with his likeness. You can see Christopher Reeve in there, and for the price point, folks, I mean, this is like a $29 figure, and you're getting all these accessories and everything. I mean, this is awesome. And again, you capture the S curl. Love how they had the hair. He has a slight grin here to his face, more of a hopeful Superman demeanor, that look that he has with this head sculpt. I love it. Looks really good. In terms of the body mold, I'm thinking that this is the same one from Earth 2 Superman, but this works for him. I like this. I'm gonna bring out Earth 2 Superman. Let me bring him out right fast to see if this is the same. I think the Earth 2 Superman is he's a little bulkier. Yeah, this one's a little bit bulkier than this Superman. Let's pull this off the way. But I think Earth 2 Superman is a bit bulkier than this Superman here. So they're using a different body mold in a way. This is more bulkier. But I wanted to compare these two together to see how they look, man. Two excellent Superman figures. This one here, hands down, one of my favorites of the year. It's Earth 2 Superman here from the Crisis on Infinite Earths wave. But yeah, we got Reeves here. Love the color. They captured that vibrant blues, the vibrant reds and the yellows. They definitely work well together. They definitely captured that. So that's there. You got the boots here, long boots. And they captured Reeves' kind of lanky physique. He was tall guy. I mean, I think he was like 6'4". He's tall, lanky, 6'4" of a guy, man. And he just looked like Superman from the comics, man. I mean, he really did. He truly embodied that character all the way through. So, and on the back here, this is what I was looking for. I was like, when I pulled him out of the package, I was like, I better see that yellow S on the back of that cape, and it's there. So we got the yellow S, that's there. Of course, we have wired cape. That's become the norm for much of our McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse figures. So we have the wired cape, so you can pose him while he's flying. You can pose the cape all types of ways. Again, this really adds personality to your figure when you have that extra personality to your figure when you have that wire cape. So I mean, I really appreciate McFarlane for doing this, man, because it really adds to the figure here, man. Looks awesome. Of course, I mean, this guy has the double jointed knees and elbows. He has the the vintage, not a vintage, but the your standard McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse articulation. He has the trunks here. It looks pretty cool. I like how he did trunks. But yeah, articulation is good. He does the splits very well. He has butterfly joints and everything, folks. We're no strangers to the articulation. I mean, the head, can go all the way around, no problem. Up and down here, arms go out to here, folks. I mean, we're just no strangers to articulation. I won't spend too much time on that. Nice extension in elbows and the wrist. All right, knees go all the way out to here. All right, we have the nice articulation here in the foot area. Have that toe articulation as well. Do I have toe? Oh, this is tight. Yeah, but we do have toe articulation. All right, this figure is like super tight. But yeah, man, we got it all. I mean, this figure has it all, folks. So really happy with this Christopher Reeves figure. Man, I'm elated to finally get this guy in. I didn't think I'd get him in until next year. But I have him now. And I could not be more happy, folks. So this looks really cool. Throw him on this flight stand so you can see how he looks flying to save Lois Lane for the 15,000th time. All right, there we go. There's Reeves, gonna kind of like that. It looks so cool. It just takes you back, man. Oh, it looks so good, folks. So yeah, phenomenal figure. I could not be more happy. He comes with the flight stand, very swappable hands, the head, and everything. Let's swap out the head before I get out of here, man. So let's take off the head. Let's see how he looks with this head sculpt here. All right, looks pretty cool. All right, so it's good as well. So I mean, yeah, you got a lot of options, folks. So again, could not be more happy with the Superman figure. Hopefully, I don't know we'll get any of the other characters like Zod and the Lois Lane. I don't know. I know they have a lot of rights issues and state issues they have to go through to get those characters in action figure form. We'll see. All in all, folks, extremely happy. What a way to kind of wind down 2024, but with a Christopher Reeve Superman figure. All right, folks, let's go on to the next segment. And here for comparison, I have more iconic legends coming your way from McFarlane Toys, starting with the 1989 Michael Keaton Batman. I want to say at some point they were looking at teaming Keaton's Batman with Reeves Superman. They were looking at I want to say I read something somewhere where they were going to do an end credit scene somewhere where the two met up, but it just never happened. I might be wrong, but I believe I read that somewhere or another that they were supposed to team up. I wish that would happen, folks. That would have just been like ridiculously insane. And then last but not least, folks, we have what is being deemed as possibly Toy of the Year. So we have a Toy of the Year nominee in the Adam West 1966 Batman, folks. So stay tuned for how that pans out, because this is an excellent figure as well, folks. I got a video coming up on this guy, so stay tuned. All right, let's get on to the next. And we have Superman ×3, all from McFarlane Toys, starting with the Earth 2 Superman from the Crisis on Infinite Earths wave. And last but not least, we have a bit of a surprise figure for me of the year in the DC Classics Superman. All right, folks, that is a wrap. That's all I have for this episode. What an action figure. I mean, what can I say, folks? It's Christopher Reeve Superman, the most iconic hero ever of all time. I mean, I'm a Batman fan. Batman's my all-time favorite superhero, but I get it. I mean, Superman is the granddaddy of all superheroes. The most iconic incarnation for me of all time. The best Superman of all time for me and Christopher Reeve. So that's what made this video so very special to me. And again, what a way to wind down the year. But man, really had a blast with the Superman. Cannot wait to, kind of pose this guy around, see how I want to have him on my shelf. I mean, there's just so many options that you have with the swappable heads, the hands, the wire cape. The figure looks awesome as well. Will we get more characters to add to this figure in 2025? We'll see. Who knows? But again, man, really happy that we're able to have a Christopher Reeve Superman. It had been long rumored that we would get one, and to see this day here as a collector is very special for me, folks. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this Superman? I mean, is this something that you would go in on? Is it a buy? Is it a sell? Is it something that you're on the fence about? Now that you changed your mind, was it for the better, for the worse? Do you have this figure already? Are you waiting to get this figure? It's just a huge deal for me, and being such a big Superman fan. So, folks, again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. I want to also wish each and every one of you a safe and happy holiday. If you don't celebrate the holidays, I just still want to wish you all, wonderful day, evening, weekend. I just want to wish you all the very best, folks. I mean, I really do, and I truly appreciate all the support. And again, folks, be sure to comment below. Also, be sure to ring that bell for all notifications so you get each and every one of my content pieces as it drops. And also, don't forget to what? You know what I'm going to say, right? You know what it is. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, folks. If you've done that already, I truly appreciate it. And also remember that I am on social media with Instagram and Twitter. So if you have those outlets, be sure to give me a follow. And be sure to check out my community. I'm always posting news and updates there. And again, folks, I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. Thanks again for tuning in. And until next time, be good to one another. Be safe. Stay tuned. And up, and away. You know that had to happen this episode, right? All right, folks. Until next time. Bye for now.
Philosophically, what does Superman represent to people?
A friend, and that's what people really need most. They don't need a strong arm, one-man vigilante force. They need a friend. We're living in an age when people are basically afraid of contact with each other. They're afraid. People live in cities, they don't even know their neighbors. They're afraid to go out in the street. Something might happen to them. Basically, technology is against you. Life is overwhelming. Even the bank doesn't know who you are. And it's like, we run around scared a lot, particularly those of us who live in cities. The genuine love of people, and that you always know he's your friend.